How you doing? This is Tyler with Truffle, and I am here to walk you through this California Cheeseboard experience. We're working with Cowgirl Creamery, Cypress Grove, some of our favorite cheese producers out here. We got some California medjool dates and a jar of that beautiful brown butter truffle honey. So with this cheeseboard, you will find that lovely recipe right in there. And so we've broken it down to our different sections, right? So first is our mise en place. So this is everything that you're gonna need to make the best cheeseboard possible. And so first on our mise en place list, we need a cheeseboard to complete this cheeseboard experience. So you wanna go ahead, find whatever cheeseboard works best for you. We have this lovely wooden specimen over here. It's gonna work great. We also need some small cheese knives, like these over here. These will work perfectly, or any other selection of cheese knives that you may have. You will need a small spoon, as well as a couple small bowls. So once you have all that mise en place together, okay, next it's time to go over our ingredients. So I'm just gonna go ahead, open up that beautiful box that we sent to you, right? Which, if you wanna go in there, bust that box open, and oh my gosh, that is Alessandro himself. He's one of the truffle hunters that we work with in Italy. He's over in Umbria. His family's been truffle hunting for generations. He finds white truffles. We work with him on beautiful burgundy truffles as well. And so we thought it'd be cool for you to see a little Alessandro on there. And so just to go through my little ingredients in here, first off, we have our Mount Tam, which is that beautiful California's version of a brie, right? Coming from Cowgirl Creamery, one of my all-time favorite cheeses, right? All cow's milk from Strauss. We have a little pickled shallot, Chef Eden's world-famous recipe, right? We have some Marcona almonds. These are beautiful, really nice almonds. If you never had Marconas before, you want to go ahead and taste one, right? They're a little shorter and squatter than a traditional like California almond, but they have a much nicer like toasty and, dare I say, nutty flavor to it, right? These are all toasted, salted, a little bit of olive oil on there. They're ready to eat. We also have our beautiful Cypress Grove goat's milk cheese, one of my all-time favorites, and the original pairing for our brown butter truffle honey, right? Which we have over here, beautiful wildflower honey, all from the Bay Area, right? We work with Marshall's Farm up in American Canyon. A little bit of brown butter solids in there, a little bit of salt, and just a touch of dried truffles. We also have a little California medjool dates, right? They have a really nice flesh content, okay? And then when dates are dried, they actually turn into this like almost molassesy texture, which is so good, especially on cheeseboard. So those are all the ingredients, right, in our beautiful box, right? Make sure you hold on to that. There's actually some truffle care instructions in case you ever need those for future truffle use. And then we also have a box of our Cowgirl Creamery flatbread crackers. These are made by a company called Rustic Bakery. They make the best crackers. They're sourdough, right? They're nice and long, have that perfect crunch. And so these are the ideal crackers for your cheeseboard. So once you have all that mise en place together, right, you busted out those ingredients, checked them out, okay, we are ready to move on to making that cheeseboard, okay? So I'm gonna come over here, and to build my cheeseboard, right, we are going to, first off, channel our inner Bob Ross, okay? This is gonna be the theme for this cheeseboard, okay? We're gonna get in there. We're gonna think, what would Bob Ross do, right, when he's making this cheeseboard? We're gonna put a little cheese over here, right? Put a little almond footpath through that cheeseboard, okay? Put some pickled shallots around there. Our little secret, okay? So, first things first, I'm gonna come in here, open up this Mount Tam, right? Again, one of my all-time favorite cheeses, all cow's milk, right? So you want to go ahead, bust open that Mount Tam, okay? And first, just smell that cheese. Just go ahead and smell it. It's got a beautiful, bloomy white rind, right? It always reminds me of button mushrooms every single time I try this cheese and I smell it, right? Button mushrooms. It's in the style of a triple cream, right? So it has a lot of different textures going on inside of this cheese. So what I want you to do is go ahead, take that Mount Tam, right? First of all, get a little smell, and then we want to actually cut this cheese directly in half, okay? And look at that. Boom. So as you can see with this cheese, there's actually a couple different textures going on over here. You have the very inside of that cheese, right? Which is a little more firm, has a little more acidity, right? And then right outside of that center, you have that layer on the outside, right? That's going to be a little bit softer, a little bit creamier, okay? And basically, the closer you get to the outside of the cheese, the enzymes from the outside of the cheese have been working on that outside layer, right? So it's more creamy, again, a little bit sweeter, right? And so you can see over here, my cheese is still relatively cold. But one of the things that I would love for you all to do is just really watch how that cheese changes as it warms up, okay? So that the texture is going to change. It's going to get a little softer, right? A little meltier almost. The aromas are going to open up, right? And a lot of different flavors open up as that cheese comes closer to that serving temperature, which is around 60, okay? 60 degrees. So once I got this cut in half, I'm just going to cut a couple wedges, right, of this beautiful Mount Tam, okay? Look at that. Incredible. So over here on my cheese board, right, we're going to put down our nice large, boom, making a statement, right, chunk of that Mount Tam. And then we're just going to lay our beautiful little wedges of cheese, right, as if we're walking across that cheese board. Okay, look at that. Incredible. Be as artistic as you want with this cheese board. There are no incorrect answers over here, okay? So next, what we're going to do, is actually open up this Cypress Grove goat cheese, all right? So I want to come in here. The best way to do this is to cut off two sides of that plastic that the cheese comes in, right? And then what we're going to do is actually come in here and just separate that cheese from the plastic, right? And just peel that back layer off of that connector, right? There you go. Look at that. Beautiful. And so what I want to do is come over here, boom, just lay that cheese right on there. You can go ahead, peel back that plastic to expose that wonderful goat cheese, right? So this is all goat cheese coming from Cypress Grove, okay? Beautiful, fresh goat's milk cheese, okay? And it has like a really, really nice acidity. And one of the things that I'd like you to notice as you're eating this cheese board is the two different kinds of milk that are present in these cheeses. So the Mount Tam is all made with cow's milk, right? It's got that really nice buttery flavor to it, okay? And the goat's milk is obviously a cheese made with goat's milk, right? And so it's a little more tangy, right? It actually has a really nice high fat content, right? And so as this cheese warms up, it's going to become really nice and silky smooth, okay? Next, we have our beautiful Marcona almonds, right? Which again, if you haven't tried one of these yet, go ahead, try one of these Marconas, right? Really nice, really toasty, okay? Delicious. And so what you want to do with these almonds, right, is we're just going to make a little almond footpath, right, across our cheese board. Look at that, little hideout over here of almonds, okay? It's like a little almond adventure through and across that beautiful cheese board. A little flavor path, right, across this cheese board. So spread out those almonds, right? Again, it's that footpath of flavor, those almonds. Okay. So next, what I'm going to do, grab those pickled shallots, right? I just want to pop them into a small bowl. Okay. Look at that. These are Chef Ian's world famous pickled shallots, right? A little champagne vinegar, a little water, a little bit of sugar. We thin slice those shallots, bring them up to a simmer in that liquid, right? We got a little thyme, a little garlic, a little black pepper that we add to that as well in flavoring. They're going to go super well with our Mount Tam, especially because they add that really nice acidity to the mix. Next, I'm going to come into my beautiful medjool dates, okay? Got those lovely medjool dates, okay? And we're going to show you a couple preparations with these. So what I want you to do is come in here, just split that date in half, right? And go ahead and remove that seed, okay, from the inside of the date. All right? Beautiful. And then there's a couple ways to do these. One is the date torpedo, okay? Which basically you just take that half of a date, rub it in between your hands, right? And voila. A beautiful date torpedo. We're just going to pop right there, right? A little flavor bomb, okay? So, I'm going to roll up a couple of these other guys into our little date torpedoes, okay? Nice. So that is one way of working with these beautiful medjool dates, all right? And the other way is to actually do a goat cheese stuffed date, okay? So I'm going to come in here, again, remove that pit from the inside of that date, all right? And you want to split it into two halves and just open those two halves up, okay? So just go ahead, open those two halves up, okay? And what I'm actually going to do is come in here, just grab a little bit of this goat cheese, all right, just a little bit. Just lay it inside one half of the date, okay? Just lay it in there, right? And now you're going to see the method to my madness. Now I'm going to come in here with the other half of that date, right? Apply it on top and just press the sides together. And there you go. Look at that. A beautiful goat cheese stuffed date, right? If you have a little prosciutto ham on hand, I would wrap a little prosciutto around here. You won't regret it. And again, as you can see, that is our beautiful little flavor bomb over there. They're not ready for it as they wander across this delicious cheese board. You just run into a goat cheese stuffed date on your little flavor journey. Oh my God, amazing. So, last but certainly not least, that brown butter truffle honey. But you want to go ahead, bust that lid open, just get a smell. Ooh, delicious, right? I'm going to come in here, just grab a little bit of that honey with my little spoon, and look at that. Get that nice drizzle. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to make a little space on here, right? Make a little space on this cheese board, okay? For that truffle honey. Beautiful. And now, of course, we have our crackers to add to this party over here. All right, so I'm just going to come in here, open up these crackers, and just lay a couple of these guys, right, on my cheese board. As you can see, these crackers, they're really, really nice, long crackers. Perfect for dipping into some cheese, right? Getting that flavor on. So there you go. Our beautiful little cheese board. And so this is my cheese board over here. One of the things we love doing on this cheese board is just highlighting a couple of our favorite pairings. The first, and one of my favorites, is I'm going to go ahead and take a little cracker, right? This is the savory bite. This is a nice little savory bite. We come in here, grab a little bit of that Mount Tam, okay? Lay it on that cracker. You want to press it into that cracker a little bit. You see that? Beautiful. Then I'm going to come over here, right? Just grab a little bit of that pickled shallot. Lay that pickled shallot right on top. Grab a little almond, right? And there you have it. The savory Mount Tam pickled shallot bite. This is one of my favorites. You get that crunch from the cracker. You get that really nice creaminess from that Mount Tam. And then the pickled shallots just cut right through that creaminess of that cheese. And then the almond adds another layer of crunch and that beautiful toasty component. So go ahead, try that one out. That's my personal favorite. Mmm. Delicious. See how that pickled shallot cuts right through that Mount Tam? Mmm. Amazing. One of my other favorite pairings is the sweet pairing. Okay, so we just did our savory pairing. Now we're doing our sweet pairing. All right. So I'm going to come in here, grab a little bit of goat cheese. Right. My crackers. All right, make sure you get a good amount of goat cheese on there. Okay. And then very simple, we're going to do a little almond. Right. One of our date torpedoes, and a drizzle of that brown butter truffle honey all over the top. Nice. That's exactly how you want it, right? Make sure to add enough of that truffle honey. So there you have it. This is our sweet bite. Cracker, goat cheese, date torpedo, our Marcona almonds, and that brown butter truffle honey. Mmm. Mmm. And last but certainly not least, one of our favorite pairings, one that's very special to us, is the super simple goat cheese, cracker, brown butter truffle honey. And so, when me and Jason first started doing the truffle products, we really needed somewhere to sell them. So we had this idea for these products. We needed some place where we could just go there, see if people were willing to buy it, right? And find a platform to sell these products at. So what we would do, our weekly schedule was sell truffles to restaurants Monday to Friday, right? Kicking doors down, selling truffles to chefs. And then Saturday and Sunday, myself and Jason would go up to Oakville Grocery in Oakville every single weekend, set up shop, and sell our truffle honey, our truffle salt, right? And this is our version of exactly what we would do up there. One of our all-time truffle shuffle classics, right? And really the best way to show off this truffle honey. So I got a little cracker over here, right? We're going to put just a little bit of that goat cheese on that cracker. A little bit or a lot of it. Either or. You choose. And then just a drizzle of that brown butter truffle honey, okay? Over the top. Beautiful. There you go. The Truffle Shuffle Classic. Cypress Grove goat cheese. Rustic bakery crackers. Brown butter truffle honey. This was the bite that got us the deal. So I hope you enjoy it. All right, and so now we actually have Deborah Dickerson from Cowgirl Creamery. She's going to come on here and she's going to chat with you just a little bit more to explain these beautiful selection of California cheeses we have.
Oh, hello. Hello, Deborah here from Cowgirl Creamery and Tamales Bay Foods. To be a cheese waiting backstage to be brought on board by the Truffle Shuffle culinary artists is a dream come true. So, I am here to tell you a little bit about the cheeses that you're going to be working with today. Well, the artists get their prep in place. So, first of all, Cowgirl Creamery. Cowgirl Creamery is an organic cheese producer in Northern California, and we work with 2 dairy farmers in Marin and Sonoma, and we never mix their milk. Cowgirl Creamery started to promote organic dairying. The 2 women who started the company, Peg Smith and Sue Conley, knew their strengths, and they were amazing chefs, dairy farmers, milkers of cows, and experts at animal husbandry they were not. So featuring the milk of really, really good dairy farmers was what we set out to do. So what you have today on your plate is a beautiful cheese called Mount Tam. And Mount Tam is a bloomy rinded, American original, organic cow's milk cheese. And what I like to say is that it's a cheese with heart. Why? Well, because look, if you give it a little squish there with your fingers, you'll see this luscious breakdown of paste underneath the rind that gives you these lovely, buttery, lemony notes. And the center of the cheese is a bit more firm, a bit more lactic. Why is that? Is it because it's not ripe? Well, absolutely not. It's actually because the evolution of this cheese was from a Gouda recipe. So Gouda, as you might know, is a bit more firm, but we wanted something soft and luscious. So the evolution of the Gouda recipe and the creativity of the chefs, Peg and Sue, led us to this amazing Mount Tam organic cheese with heart. So when you taste, I hope you appreciate the contrasting flavors and textures against the 2 parts of the cheese. Should you eat the rind? Ha! I do. It won't hurt you. It's the strongest part of the cheese in terms of flavor. It's like your skin. It allows the cheese to breathe and thrive. But it's completely up to you, whatever you choose. Okay. Playing on the cheese board today with Truffle Shuffle is our friends from Cypress Grove. This is the Purple Haze. Now, Cypress Grove has made goat cheese since 1980. They're in Northern California in Arcata. And Mary Keene, I give credit for, the founder of the company, developing a cheese. She was out to feed her kids. She had 4 girls, I think. She was out to feed her kids, and they were fussy eaters. And so what she did was she made cheese that they liked. If you say to me, you don't like goat cheese, I would venture a guess. You just haven't met the right goat or the right cheese. So I look forward to you giving this one a try. Purple Haze is a fresh goat cheese that has an incredibly rich and dense texture, a bit of fennel pollen, which is so interesting, and just a dab of lavender. Now, I would never put those 2 together, but Mary did, and the Truffle Shuffle people are going to celebrate those flavors on their cheese board. So thank you for listening. Thanks for joining Truffle Shuffle. These folks are so damn much fun. Anyway, enjoy, be safe, take care, and eat good cheese. Bye.
So I hope you enjoy that cheese board, right? Again, that beautiful selection, all things from California, all the best that California has to offer. If you go ahead, show that cheese board to your friends, right? Show them how delicious, right, and proud you are of that cheese board. If you take a picture, tag us at truffleshuffle_SF, because we want to see those cheese boards too. So again, hope you enjoyed it. We actually do public live cooking experiences every single Sunday. We'd love to see you there sometime in one of our classes. Super instructive, super fun. We have really great guests a lot of times. Like we'll have cast members from Hamilton or acapella group, right? Show you how to do things like cook and roast the perfect chicken, right? How to cook the perfect steak, how to make a French omelet. And we take you step by step live through every single element of the recipe. So hope to see you there sometime. TruffleShuffleSF.com. Again, my name is Tyler, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.